Ladies and gentle gamers, welcome back to To Be Determined. Today we are finally back for some more profile reviews. I know it's been a while. It's been super busy with updates and vacation and everything, but we are back. So once again, before we jump into the video, make sure to join the Discord linked in the description if you guys want a chance to be in these videos. All you gotta do is link your profile in the profile review guest channel. Now I am gonna start closing that channel for most of the week. We're gonna open it one day a week. And if you are online during that day, just make sure to link it in there for a chance to be in that week's episode. Or if you want guaranteed reviews, make sure to check out the join button down below. T3 members get guaranteed entry into one of these profile guest videos. So if you want to spend $5 on that, it helps out a lot. But without further ado, let's jump into it. All right, first profile of the day is looking pretty late game. 360 million overflow combat XP, 100 million overflow mining, and forging 40 is pretty good as well. 1 bill enchanting XP too, so this is probably a pretty close to later game profile. At least I'm thinking off of this. I don't know. Probably not quite 400, but somewhere close to it. They got really good magical power. They are hard mount in tier 10. Not the best powder, but pretty decent. Diamond hunter gear. Now that is a pretty big flex. And what's an even bigger flex is that it looks like they don't really have any pity fish, just the slugfish. That is one of the worst ones to pity, but like if that's your only pity, it's not too bad. Kata 52, by the way. Wow. Okay, 2 classes pretty close to 50, and they've got all the Slayers max done rift. Looks like they don't have all McGruber's burgers though. If you got all McGruber's burgers and 45 T4s, that is some pretty crazy RNG, but probably not the case. 273 bestiary. Okay. So we're a little bit lower on the bestiary. It looks like they're really good on all the combat stuff, but I don't know. They don't have a ton of overflow farming XP, which means they probably haven't done too much with garden, which garden's not worth too many levels anyway, so that's probably not the biggest deal, but they are missing quite a bit of powder. Their bestiary is very solid though, but with only 12 mil overflow fishing XP, I doubt they've maxed out fishing bestiary, so that might be part of it. They've probably done really well on the combat side of things, but probably missing a lot on the fishing. But I want to say it's over level 400, because farming, like, you don't get a lot of XP from crop milestones or visitors, so looks like they probably haven't done a ton of that, but it probably doesn't matter too much. Although if they don't have McGruber's burgers, there's a chance they don't museum stuff, so it could be below level 400, but I'm gonna go with like 402. I think that's pretty solid. And this is Mr. 4Z9's profile. He is level 412, so we were only 10 levels off. That's not too bad starting off right off the bat, but I am curious what his bestiary looks like down here. Missing some minions, and the bestiary got some private island stuff to do. How's the fishing ones looking though? I mean, 13 out of 20 max, that's pretty good. Okay, but none of the lava fishing ones max. That's kind of what I figured. No flag blast, that would be a good one to go for, but very solid profile. Level 412. I'm gonna take a little bit of an L on that one. 10 levels off at this high of a level is pretty rough, but I wasn't sure if he'd museum stuff. And yeah, he's donated 301 out of 347 items, so that will help with SkyBlock levels quite a bit. Okay, second profile looking pretty similar. They have a lot more farming XP though, a lot less combat XP, and a lot more mining XP. Pretty much the same forging level though. So this is probably somewhere close to the same, although with that little combat XP, I don't know, it's very possible that they're a bit lower. They have a bit less magical power. Their mithril powder and gemstone powder are crazy though. Hyper maxed on that. The glacial powder is looking a little rough, but that's okay. Gold hunter gear, Kata 33. Okay, yeah, not too great on Slayers. Hasn't done rift either. Like, those are some really good skills, but we're missing out on a lot of stuff, so this is not level 400. I don't think there's any way. It's going to depend a lot on whether they've done anything with their museum or not. Again, as always, if they museum items, that's going to help a lot. Their bestiary is quite a bit lower. I think that's probably, I don't know, 10 levels, like 10 skyblock levels less than the other profile, something like that. So definitely suffering a bit on that end. And again, the Slayers are not completely finished. They don't have a rift. And it looks like a lot of that combat XP is going to be coming from the zombies. They've done a lot of T5 revs, but no gold hunter either. How was the fishing XP? 22 mil overflow is not too bad, but I'm gonna say like it's got to be at least 30 levels under. I think the gemstone powder makes up for a lot of like not having rift and bestiary and stuff, but it doesn't make up for all of it. So I'm gonna say 388. This is Monarch's profile, which is one of our T3 members. Again, if y'all want guaranteed entry in these videos, make sure to check out the join button. But he was level 360 when these pictures were taken, so I'm a little bit off on that one. 28 levels off. Let's check and see if it's the museum. Museumed items. No, he's got pretty much the same museum. And he's got really solid pet score too. I don't know. Maybe that bestiary counts for a lot more. Oh, I didn't think about the cattle levels too. That is a lot of cattle levels. 20 cattle levels is quite a bit. So I probably should have calculated that in a little bit more, but it is what it is. Very solid profile though. Holy cow. 2 billion combat XP. Goodness sakes. That is a lot. And they don't like to do most other things. They like mining and they like combat. That's fair. 1400 magical power. Really solid powder as well. Only cat at 35. Okay, so I'm expecting to see some crazy things from the Slayers. No. What? Does my man like to do some ghost grinding, I guess? Really good powder. The bestiary is not that high either. Does he do like a ton of ghost grinding, or is it Kudra? It could be Kudra and he's like filthy rich. That's usually what that means. If you've got that much overflow XP on combat, is you probably do Kudra and you're filthy rich. So that net worth does pay for a lot of skyblock levels, but it's not going to cover some things like fishing and farming. So I do not know with this one. He's really good on minions, but normally if you've done Kudra and you've got crazy net worth, you'd have a lot more than that. How does he have that much XP? That's just crazy, man. Really good magical power, but like I can't go too high on this. I'm thinking like, I don't know, that last profile was 360. I'm thinking kind of similar on this one because he has done Rift, even though his powder's not as good. His minions look really good. His bestiary is a little bit lower. I'm thinking around there again, probably like 367. Well, I should have just gone with 360 because Robloxing at the time of these pictures being taken was level 359. So 8 levels off. That's the closest we've been today. Not too bad. We'll take it. But 45 build net worth. Let's take a look. Is his Kudra bestiary? No, it's not Kudra. Where's all that bestiary or all that XP coming from? I think I found it. That is a lot of ghost kills, man. Holy cow. That's like a suspicious amount of ghost kills. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you've done a lot of crypt ghouls and you've got a lot of zealots, but like 5 million ghosts? That's enough to raise some eyebrows. I'm not gonna lie, but dang, dude. I guess we know where all that combat XP comes from now. All right, profile 4 has 50 mil overflow combat XP, 280 mil mining, 100 mil farming, and 13 mil fishing. So again, we've got a decently high level profile here. 1300 magical power, very solid. Really good pet score too. Powder is a little bit low, but the mithril is pretty good. The gemstone's a little bit low, I would say. But I think these pictures were taken before they readjusted the gemstone powder, so maybe he's grinded some since then. Gold hunter on the trophy fishing endeavors, looking pretty good. Got a little ways to go on diamond, but not too bad. Cat of 41 and pretty solid stuff on slayers. He does have his McGruber's burgers, almost certainly. Like if you get to this many tier 4s and you don't have all 5 McGruber's burgers, that's just unlucky, I think. But E-Man 8, Blaze level 6. This is a pretty high level profile. I mean, it's in the same ballpark as the last few have been, like 360-ish. I kind of want to say higher just because the cattle level's higher than the last few, although his magical power is a bit lower, but his pet score probably makes up for it. His powder is a little lower too, and his forging level is a little lower, but the forging level shouldn't matter too much. The main thing is we don't know what his bestiary is like, so if his bestiary is, it should be pretty solid with how much fishing he's done, how much dungeons he's done as well. I want to say like 365. It's in the same area. It's gotta be. There's no way. At the time of these pictures being taken, Dragon Master was level 406. Where's all that XP coming from? With 10 build net worth, level 406. It is a co-op, so are the minions like insane? Oh yeah, the minions are insane. That's what it is. Only thing that's missing is Inferno, Voidling, and Tarantula. So the minions help a lot, that's for sure. But like the bestiary is not even that crazy. The collections are pretty solid, but we don't have max magma fish even, and it looks like he's pretty much the only one who grinds on this. Although sometimes if the party members or co-op members have their API off, then it won't show here. So they might have their API off and he does have max magma fish. But wow, dude, I don't know where all that SkyBlock XP is coming from. I'm not gonna lie. He's got really good essence shops, but I don't know. I don't think that covers up like 40 levels. His bestiary or his museum is better, so that might be part of it. His museum is a lot better, and at this point, every item, like once you get to around 300, every item's like 10 XP each. So he does have like a solid 2 levels on them from that, 2 or 3 levels from museum, but like that doesn't cover all 40. I'm actually like super confused because he has less magical power than a lot of them. Maybe if he's had like magical power from co-op members, but again, it doesn't look like his co-op members are very active. I guess the kata levels count for a lot more than I thought they did. It does come with a lot of bestiary the higher kata you are, so that could be part of it. Plus, having higher master mode comps gives a lot of XP too. So it's probably from that. All right, we're going from high level to pretty low level. I'm thinking already off of seeing this is not over 200, like pretty much certainly. Probably not over 150. Could be in that range, but 173 magical power, 62 pet score, Heart of the Mountain tier 6. Not too bad. I mean, it depends on their playtime, but like that's better than I thought it would be. No trophy fish caught, so what was the fishing or combat level again? Yeah, so hasn't gone to the Crimson Isle yet. Kata level 8 with zombie level 4, spider level 2, and that's their only slayers. So this is probably a pretty low level profile. Like the mining stuff is pretty impressive, but I don't know, still odds are that it's not super duper high. I'm thinking like maybe at the highest end it could be 120 depending on minions, but generally people this early game will like ignore their minions. So this is probably more along the lines of like level 80-ish, maybe 90. I'll say 85. And he's level 87 now. I'm not sure what level he was when the pictures were taken, but that was only 4 days ago. So it was probably around there, about level 85. I mean, for an Iron Man profile also, this is pretty good. That helps a lot with explaining, yeah, the minions, not too bad actually. Not bad. And he just started playing a month ago. So this profile being less than a month old, pretty good. For an Iron Man especially. It is a large Iron Man. Got pretty big co-op with him, but still 500 mil net worth in less than a month is pretty solid. But that's definitely our closest guess so far. Okay, this last profile we do not get to see what their skill levels are, so we're gonna try and get as close as we can on the guess here. Kata 26 is pretty solid. They have 140 bestiary though. That's kind of low for that high of a kata level, honestly. Collections are not looking great. Heart of the Mountain tier 6, okay, with 300 magical power. Dang, to be this high of a kata level with that low of magical power is a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Really low minion slots. Slayers are not looking great either, so we're at kata 26 without a juju. But Heart of the Mountain 6, pretty low bestiary, really high kata but pretty low zombie. I don't think this is over 200, honestly, with these kind of minion slots and this kind of magical power. I don't think there's any way that this is over 200. It very well could be. Like, we're not seeing the skill levels. He could have, like, a ton of fishing. He could be fishing 50, and we have no clue. But I highly doubt it. And I'm thinking more along the lines of, like, 170s. 180. That might be generous, but maybe not. I'm gonna say like 165. Okay, this is Cobra, one of our guild members, on his new Iron Man profile. As of these pictures being taken, he was level 140, so 25 levels off. It is what it is, but he does have a lot more fishing than I thought he would, so that does help quite a bit. And he's done a bit of farming too, so I will take that. Honestly, 25 levels off, not knowing that it's an Iron Man and not knowing the skill levels, I'll take that guess. But I would highly recommend doing these fairy souls, just saying. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button if you haven't already. As of me recording this, we're on our way to 17k subs, and every single subscription helps. And again, if y'all want a chance to be in these videos, leaving a comment on the video does not give you a higher chance of getting in. All you got to do is join the Discord and link your profile in the profile guest channel, which once again, we're making changes to. It's going to be closed most of the time. And then whenever we do a video, we're going to open it for a day, let you guys go ahead and put your profile in there so that we don't have multiple people getting into the same videos over and over again. We don't want that to happen. So we'll have everybody go in and put their profile in once every single week, and then we'll just choose from those people. But again, Discord link in the description. If you want to skip that, make sure to go ahead and check out the join button. T3 members get guaranteed entry into these videos, so make sure to check that out, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Have an amazing rest of your day, and God bless.